Many people get in debates today regarding scriptures and theology. And sometimes they don't even debate on the person, but based on things individuals have put out, for example, on social media. People will go through the archives and they'll label some individuals as being false teachers. But I find it interesting that with the prophets of the Bible, the apostles, and even Jesus himself, that there were people who, in defense of God, in defense of Yahweh, deemed some of those prophets, those apostles, and even Jesus himself as being false. Look at Jesus. He said things about who God was, or even who he was, and they label him as being blasphemous. After his resurrection, the chief priests and elders called Jesus a deceiver. And you can say the same spirit, if you will, is still in the body of Christ, calling people false when those individuals may not be false at all. And yes, some individuals that identify as being false actually are. And there are times it does go as far as calling another person false, but they'll say that a person's scriptology or theology is errant, when the truth may actually be their scriptology, their theology is errant. So be careful about walking in pride because you think that you're right. You think that you're defending the faith, and you may actually find yourself being on the wrong side when God actually judges. So in all things, walk with humility and be willing to accept that you're wrong. Be willing, no matter how many times you've been through something, to think that it's a possibility that you may be wrong and you can be proven wrong. And if you have been proven wrong, to make the necessary adjustments. Because many people believe things, and when proven wrong, rather than letting go of a false belief, they continue holding on. And at that point in time, they're no longer deceived, but they become deceivers. And a part of this, and a big thing that helps, is to walk in humility. That if someone can prove you wrong, that you be willing to change, to grow closer in your relationship with the Lord. And do not be quick to call people false, unless it can be demonstratively proven, because some individuals called the prophets of the Bible, the prophets of the Lord, they called them false. They called the apostle false, and they called the Lord false, even if they didn't use those words. And the things that they were saying that came from the Most High God, they labeled as being blasphemous, simply because they did not believe and they did not agree.